Hi everyone, and welcome to MathSux. This video is going to help you pass the Algebra Common Core Regents. We're doing this one question at a time. Here is question 35. Graph the system of inequalities on the set of axes below. We have two inequalities here, so let's look at this one, this first top one over here. So I'm just going to rewrite it on the side. So we have y is less than or equal to negative 3/4 x plus 5. So we're just going to label our slope and our y-intercept before we start graphing. So we know that our slope m is going to be negative 3/4. So that means we're going down 3 and to the right 4. The y-intercept b is equal to 5. Since we're dealing with inequalities, we know that something we're also going to want to keep track of is the inequality sign. So since it's less than or equal to, we know that we're going to be using a closed circle when we draw this line. So now let's start drawing this line. So we're going to start with the y-intercept first. So we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's that first point on the y-axis. And since we have a less than or equal to sign, we're going to make it a closed circle. So whatever is graphed on this line is included in the solution. That's what that means. And now we could look at our slope. These are like our directions for the line. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can do the opposite the other way. So this time up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then to the left 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we know what direction to go in because this is a negative slope. So we know that it's going to be facing this way. And now we're going to use a solid line to connect this. The next step is shading. So since we have a less than or equal to sign, we want to shade below this line. We want to get the negative values of the y-axis. So we're going to want to go below. I have a video that goes in detail on how to do this kind of question, and even in more detail than I'm doing now, if you want to check that out. So now so we graphed one. Wait, first let's label it 2. So now let's graph our second equation. So notice this one is not in y equals mx plus b order. So we're going to have to move it around a little bit. So 3x minus 2y is greater than 4. But we want it in this format. Even though we have an equal sign here, we're going to move it around with the inequality there. Actually, we're going to flip this inequality sign. So notice we're dividing by a negative here. So because we're dividing by a negative, we're actually going to make this less than. So that is an important rule when you're working with inequality. So now we have y is less than 3/2 x, right? We have these two negatives, so they become a positive. And then we have minus 2, 4 divided by negative 2. And now we can find the slope and y-intercept again. So we have the slope is equal to 3/2. That means we're going up 3 and to the right 2. And then the y-intercept is equal to negative 2. And notice we have this less than sign, and that means we're going to be using open circles when we draw in our line, because anything along this line will not be included in the solution because it's less than, it's not less than or equal to. So let's start by getting the y-intercept first. So we're going to go down to 1, 2, and remember we're going to be using open circles because we have a less than sign. And now we're going to be going up 3 and to the right 2 based on our slope. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then up again, 1, 2, 3, and then over 2. And now when we connect our dots for this line, remember that we're going to be using a dotted line because this is not included in the solution. And the last step for graphing this is shading. So for shading, we have a less than sign. So again, we want everything below this line where we want those negative y values going down. So we want everything going this way. So notice we have the solution where the two overlap. This is our solution right here. So, yes, we did our job. We graphed the system of inequalities, but now there's a follow-up question they have, which asks us, is 6-3 a solution to the system of inequalities? Explain your answer. So if we go to 6-3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 3. So here's 6-3. So they want to know, is that in the solution to the system of inequalities? The answer is no, because this is our solution in here, and 6-3 is up there. So 6-3. So our answer is no, 6-3 is not a solution because it doesn't lie in the solution set. And that's our answer. So if you're looking for more on this test, check out the playlist in the link below. And thanks for stopping by. Happy calculating. Need more practice? Check out MathSux.org for more questions. Link below. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Happy calculating!